Hello YouTube, and welcome to my first ever anime review and how to start things better off than with the anime that opened the doors to the anime world for me. Today I will be reviewing Amagami SS and its second season, Amagami SS Plus. Amagami was one of the first animes I watched and it marked the start of my anime life, so let's get going. Amagami SS follows the story of Juichi Tachibana, a high school student who was stood up on Christmas Eve and since has locked his heart for love. Now we're 2 years later as we follow Juichi as he gets into relationships with different girls. Note that Amagami is what we call an omnibus anime, which means that the storylines takes place parallel to each other. As soon as one storyline ends, we go back in the past to start the next one. So let's start on a positive note and start with the things that I liked about this anime. Because it's an omnibus anime, you have different storylines so you can choose which one you like the most. It leaves a form of freedom to the viewer and I really like that, because some of the arcs applied more to me than others. My favorite storylines were those of Nanasaki and Kaoru. I thought that they were the cutest and fitted Juichi the best. The ones I liked the least, and this is in sheer contrast with all the things I read online, were those of Morishima and Tsukasa. I will tell you why in a second. The romance in this anime was okay. I've seen better romance animes, but they really tried their best. It isn't easy to make a pure romance anime attractive. Most animes merge romance together with comedy or drama to make it more interesting. Talking about the comedy, it was actually pretty good. I remember laughing a few times, and if I'm correct, it's been a while, but I think Juichi's sister was involved in most of those funny scenes. But as I said, the comedy is mostly on the background because the anime really wants to focus on the romance aspect. Now let's move on to the more negative things. Now I told you that I liked the Morishima and Tsukasa arcs the least. For the Morishima arc, I just didn't like her character. She only showed her emotions like once, and I like female characters more when they do show their emotion. The Tsukasa arc was for me just a bit weird in total, especially the second season, so that was a bit of a turn off for me. A second negative point about this anime was the character development. Because Amagami is an omnibus anime, the character development could have been better. If you only have 6 episodes to develop your character, that's really difficult. In most animes you have like 24 episodes to do that. The biggest problem with character development I had was with Rihoko. We have to wait such a long time for her to finally confess to Juichi. While all the other arcs already get a satisfying end at the end of the first season, with Rihoko we have to wait to the last episode of the last season. It just took such a long time and it was kind of a bother to me. A final negative point was the stalker episode. I don't know what was going through Juichi's head. This girl just did all these terrible things and he just forgives her and hooks up with her? I'm sorry, but no, I don't understand what he or the producers were thinking there. So in conclusion, Amagami SS is your average romance anime. It has its flaws, but I still really enjoyed watching it. So I'm gonna reward Amagami SS with 3.5 stars. I thought that it was a decent anime and I would definitely recommend it to you if you're a fan of the pure romance genre. As usual, you can find a full list of all my animes and all my reviews over at Anime Planet. I will put a link again in the description box below. If you want me to review a particular anime from this list, please put them again in the comments. And if you have a recommendation for me, put them in the comments as well. Now if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. I will say arigatou gozaimasu and I will see you all in the next video.